Do we? Got an exciting one today, guys. Welcome back, Money Fam. It's Scarlett from Miss Money, and I just bought 1,000 shares of the stock I'm about to talk about. Today, we're looking at that golden opportunity with Workhorse. Nothing is quite as hot, so don't get burned, even despite some dim news. So right before we do get into this video, I'm going to go through the good and the bad as we would do with any other company in today's video. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button, it'd really help us out. So drop me a comment below as well and let me know what you think about the company. Workhorse is a unique name among electric vehicle stocks. The Ohio-based company has been part of the surge in EV stocks that kicked off in 2020. Workhorse stock rewarded investors handsomely last year with 546% growth. However, where most of the companies in the spotlight were focused on electric cars, Workhorse makes electric delivery vehicles. And a huge part of the Workhorse story has been, of course, the company's bid to win a massive USPS delivery van contract, which it would have been kind of cool to see electric mail carrier trucks, I must say. When that fell through in February, Workhorse stock crashed, dropping 63% over several weeks, sadly. Investors felt a bit let on. For some, the loss of the USPS contract has been caused to write off Workhorse altogether. However, I still see opportunity. I really do, and I believe in this stock. Delivering a fleet of electric delivery vans to the USPS could have been worth up to $6 billion. So there's no denying the loss did sting Workhorse. Like, it hit hard, especially with the Oshkosh deal taking over. But the market for commercial EVs is much more than the Postal Service, and that's one of the reasons I believe Workhorse could bounce back. Its couriers, local delivery services, and countless trades like plumbers and electricians that could use vans and small trucks. And the government is pushing to have those vehicles go electric. And I'm not getting political, and whatever you believe, that's great. But Biden ran on the idea of creating a greener America, and that goes into electric work trucks. That makes the current price of Workhorse stock, depressed by the USPS loss, very attractive. Had Workhorse won the USPS contract, it would have been tapped to deliver between 50,000 and 165,000 EVs over 10 years. This is a massive order, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. The US federal government alone owns 645,000 vehicles. In January, President Joe Biden signed a Made in America executive order that aims to have that entire fleet replaced by EVs. In order to invigorate US manufacturing, those 640,000 EVs are to be made in America. That order is nothing but good news for Workhorse. In fact, Workhorse stock spiked to close at an all-time high of $41.34 within days of that announcement. The government fleet is a massive opportunity, and having the government activity pushing electrification and American manufacturing is going to have a ripple effect throughout the private sector as well. When you look at the global picture, the demand for commercial EVs is poised to explode, with the US being ground zero. A new report from Markets and Markets shows that global commercial EV sales in 2020 were 129,000 units. By 2028, that is projected to exceed 2 million units, with a 41.1% CAGR. The report sees the demand for low-emission commercial vehicles having a particularly big impact in the US, noting North America is projected to be the fastest growing market due to the high adoption rate of electric vans in the logistics sector in the region. The market in the US is expected to grow exponentially by 2028. The announcement that USPS had chosen to go with Oshkosh instead of Workhorse did lead to this recent crash we saw with Workhorse. It also spawned a lawsuit accusing the company of misleading investors over its chance to win the contract. Understandably, some investment analysts quickly issued downgrades in the aftermath. For example, Roth Capital analyst Craig Irwin downgraded Workhorse from buy to hold with a $15 price target. Other analysts saw this as a setback and not the end of the world. Greg Lewis lowered his price target from $26 to $24, but kept his buy rating. Jeffrey Osborne dropped his price target to $18 from $25, but maintained his buy rating. Listen, sadly losing the USPS contract was a huge blow to Workhorse. It was devastating for investors who felt this was a done deal. That was a contract that could have been worth $6 billion. However, the market reaction to the news has been more severe than warranted. When you look at the size of the commercial EV market, then add in the federal government's push to electrify delivery vehicles plus the Buy American mandate, you guys, the punishment of Workhorse stock looks like a real opportunity to snap up those shares in a made-in-America commercial EV company. So I think you guys need to get in on this golden opportunity right now. Workhorse Group closed $26.03 below its 52-week high of $42.96, which the company did achieve on February 4th. Workhorse Group closed the most recent trading day at $16.93, moving 1.44% up from the previous trading session. This change outpaced the S&P 500's 0.29% gain on the day. Elsewhere, the Dow gained 0.58%, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq added 0.4%. Heading into yesterday, shares of the truck and drone manufacturer had lost 50.73% over the past month, lagging the auto tires truck sector loss of 7.49% and the S&P 500's gain of 0.91% in that time. Investors will be hoping for strength from Workhorse as it approaches its next earnings release. The company is expected to report a loss of 19 cents, down 416.67% from the prior year quarter. Our most recent consensus estimate is calling for quarterly revenue of $2.45 million, up 2,962.5% from the year ago period. Investors might also notice recent changes to analyst estimates for Workhorse. These revisions typically reflect the latest short-term business trends, which can change frequently. With this in mind, we can consider positive estimate revisions a sign of optimism about the company's business outlook. So I believe we'll see this stock very quickly go to $25 per share, and I believe that wholeheartedly. As for the long term, there's still no doubt that it'll reach above $100, especially as more green initiatives take place. Right now, guys, if you're looking to get in on this stock and you're waiting, what are you waiting for? Right now is the perfect time to get in if you haven't already, before this thing goes up, because I think Workhorse, there's so much use for this company. Yes, the loss of the USPS deal was devastating and a lot of investors were led on, but as far as a professional delivery truck, there's no doubt in my mind that other companies will be using this. So hang in there. Thanks, guys. I'm Scarlett from Miss Money, and catch you next time.